Is it the right time to buy stocks? When the entire markets are falling, try to think once again before you are going to invest in debt mutual funds or other financial saving instruments like FDs. Will markets fall further from this point? If you invest now, will you be in a trap? What history tells us? Analyze what happened for Nifty and Sensex graph during 1992 Harshad Mehta scam and 2008 global recession. Can past events statistical data be applied as it is to coronavirus situation in a fair manner? Let's check it out. So if you see the Nifty 50 graph, so even in the beginning of the year it's about 12,000, but now it has fallen to 7,610 and again it recovered. These are called fluctuations, minor fluctuations, and currently it is in a 8,200 position and we do not know whether it is a base or not. Will it fall further? Yes, of course. Even though the probability is 60% that it will fall further, there are two statistical data which we can use. So if you see during the 2008 global recession, so prior to fall it was at around 6,000, but because of the fall it fell in multiple trenches. So this is the first slip, second slip, third slip. This was very steep among all. So currently, but if we see in 2020 we have faced only two major slips so far, or we can tell only one major slip. So it came till less than 3,000, say 2,600, means it became till half. So if you apply the same methodology here, although it's not correct to apply the same methodology as it is to the current situation, because at that time prevalent was a global recession. Now it's a coronavirus pandemic that is overwhelming the humans. So if you observe the data once again, so clearly there are multiple trenches. So these are all the gradual slip and there is a sudden slip in a single day or a single week to a surge, bottom surge. So if you apply the same data or if you compare the graph with 1992 Harshad Mehta scam, so earlier it was around 12,000 plus. So in the worst case, it can fall only till 6,000. So you are already nearer to 8,000. And there is no hard and fast rule that it will fall to 6,000. It can boost up also. Also, one more thing you need to analyze is you will see the Sensex graph as well. So if you see Sensex graph, it's around 40,000 plus or 41,000 in the beginning of the year, and now it came to 30,000 after witnessing a bottom surge of 26,000. So if we see the same Sensex graph in 2008, at that time also same situation happened a decade before to the markets. So when it was trading at 20,000 plus points, it suddenly in few weeks it came till less than half. So one important point to note here is, again, for the market to recover from this bottommost, that is 9,000 level, to 20,000, that is before the recession, it took nearly 2 years. And again market witnessed a comeback, bounce to the bottom. So to stabilize to the point of 20,000 and to reach above 20,000 and go to next levels, 25, 30 levels, it again crossed 25 at, in say you can tell 2014. So it took nearly 6 years. So people who have invested at this point, at this peak point, even after 6 years, their investments, we can say, they gave zero returns, because they might not invest in those sense directly, but whoever have purchased mutual funds or any stocks at this price point, or say near to that in the 10% zone, it took nearly 6 years for them to recover. So the first point, if you want to invest now, be sure that even if it takes 6 years for you to reach to the current 40,000 level, you should not have any financial burden on you. If you are ready with that, then only invest, or invest in small amounts so that it will not cause a great panic. So investing in stocks should not be a more bigger headache and should not be creating a more panicking situation to you rather than the coronavirus. So we don't know well. So if this is the statistics, it's better to know what happened in the history, and we can't because we can't predict the future, but we know what happened in the history. So if the same curve is followed, so because of this coronavirus pandemic, many employers are cutting the jobs to save themselves. So it can have some at least 20% correlation with this 2008 graph rather than 1992 fall down graphs. So if you want to buy, it's a good time to invest. So one more important tip I want to give is, don't invest entire amount in a single day. So there is one myth, investing in share market means losing lakhs. Don't invest in lakhs, invest in hundreds or thousands depending on your capability and risk appetite. Don't try to become rich overnight. Whenever you are going to invest in small amounts, in multiple traces. So you can invest daily 3,000. Yes, you can buy one stock also. No need to buy 100 stocks at a time. You can buy one stock of one pharmaceutical company, one bank. You buy stock, you can buy one. Daily you can invest 3,000. If the graph is falling further down, then you can increase that 3,000 to 5,000. But start investing. This is the crucial point to start investing. Because if the market surges and bounce back to say again 35,000, you should not repent. So if you want to invest say 50,000 in mutual funds or say stocks, don't invest all the 50,000 on day one. You make that into divided by 20, and in 20 small chunks you invest. On day one you invest only 5,000. If market comes down, day 2 you increase it to 6,000. If market goes up, you decrease it to 4,000, so that you can achieve the break-even point at an earlier stage when the market bounces back to 40,000. Do subscribe to our channel, and my next video will be on stock recommendations with analysis, why you have to buy them and the power of buying them at this point of time.